I'm Michael Jordan. Stop it.
What?
Get some help.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
You blew it!
Do not come. Do not come.
I'm gonna come. Wake up! Run, rush, run, little Mika! I discussed the way to shake up. Why'd you leave the kids up on the table? Here you go, create another fable. You wanted to. Grab a rush, run, little Mika. You wanted to. I discussed the way to shake up. You wanted to. Why'd you leave the kids up on the table? You wanted to. Well, I don't think you trust in
my self-righteous suicide. I cry when angels deserve to.
Hello.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in to the Canned Chicken Podcast. I am your host, SithLordFelix, with the most awesome Mr. Valentine. How are you, boss?
Very awesome.
Very awesome. Very, very awesome.
Very,
what you got
very
going on?
awesome. Lazy Sunday.
Whew. You ain't kidding, man. Is it hot where you're at?
It was warm today, yeah.
It's warm? Oh, warm? Dude, we're dealing with it was 95 in the house, inside the house with the ACs blasting.
Wow,
It
holy
was
shit.
musty. Yo, oh my God, we are dying a slow death out here, man. It's so,
Damn.
Yeah, man. You know what's the best way to start a podcast?
Not in New York. No, I don't. But let me interrupt you by saying we were nice and breezy here in New York.
Oh, yeah,
cool.
nice and
85 degrees.
Awesome. Perfect shoplifting weather and
Yeah.
perfect weather to shoot up in the middle of the street.
God forbid. God forbid.
Shit, man. So, damn, man, what is there to talk about?
There's got to be something going on. You know what? I just need 5 minutes. Usually when I start the show, I'm always like, oh, I can't think of nothing. But once we get going,
I know.
right?
I mean, how do we top gay Obama? And well, actually, that came out wrong. How do we? Yeah. How do we supersede a story like that? You know, I mean, Lizzo. We talk about Lizzo and bananas.
I don't even think that's really worth getting too much into. Yeah,
right.
I don't
Just eat
even
the
really
banana.
know.
Shut the fuck up. Go back to work. Nah.
I got something. Duh, in the news. How about this unfortunate tragedy in Hawaii? Right? I'm sure you
Maui.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've heard of the fires out there.
Yeah, I heard about it. Yeah. You know, obviously, my girl's from Hawaii. She's from the Big Island, not from Maui. So,
right. I was thinking of her too. Right. Yeah. Because unfortunately, a lot of people passed away.
Yeah. No. I think the death count is close to 100 now. Let me see if let me see what we.
Wow.
Yeah, man, that's pretty insane. And then of course, you've heard the conspiracy theory about the
That's why it's
lasers.
like, yeah, we worried about tobacco because I was going to ask you about that too if you want to go there.
Yep, dude, why wouldn't I want to go there? Let's rock. All right,
Yeah.
so let's see what we got here.
Crazy.
All the strand. Yeah, what is that? Is that really? I mean, I guess I.
Yes, I don't know.
Is that what flash fires be looking like?
Yeah, right? Doesn't add up. Not visually anyway. Sorry, any conspiracy theorists out there, but I gotta say it. You know, when they talk about the laser beam thing and stuff like that, and I was just like, wait, what? What are they talking about? Then I looked at some of the damage, the footage, and I'm just like, holy shit, that was a fire. That was a fire.
Yeah, a little weird. Yeah,
A little weird.
A little suspect. And You know what the connection I started making with this was like all these produce factories, like chicken farms and all this stuff that have been catching fire randomly,
Yep. Cows being
right?
slaughtered, you know.
Yeah, yeah. Well, the cows being slaughtered is one thing, but like these, I mean, just buildings, just burning up. I forgot what the number was.
Yeah.
All right, so unfounded claims number one. Fact check talk. Unfounded claims about frequency and causes of food. Now let's see if we can catch these guys in real time or if I'm full of shit. All right, so let's look at this fact check thing. All right, you can see the screen okay still? All right, so I'm
Yep.
going back and forth like an asshole.
No,
All right.
all good.
Okay, so quick take, right? This is where everyone's probably going to read when they open this. Data on the number fires at horrible grammar. Great job, guys. Data on the number fires at food processing plants in 2022 does not signal anything out of the ordinary, according to the National Fire Protection Association. Despite no evidence of foul play, unfounded rumors from conservative pundits suggest a rash of mysterious fires may be part of a plan to disrupt the food supply. Now let's see the full story. There's been no significant increase at food production facilities so far in 2022. Now, hold on. Bear with me here. I want to skip to the end here. All right, so they start giving examples here. We'll go through the rest of the examples in the order they were mentioned in the show. Okay, they're talking about some shit that happened in the show. A plane hit a processing plant in Idaho.
I remember that one.
Yeah, it's something in Dufur, Oregon, a fire related to a toad of rolled corn. Okay.
Yeah, doofa. Yeah, you fucking doofa.
Doofa these nuts. Or whatever. Rio Fresh in San Juan, Texas, fire. So there's nothing to see here, and then they start mentioning all these fires here.
And they list off 4 or 5, right?
From one story, by the way. It was one of 12 plants the company operated across the country. Okay, never mind. I thought it was going to say that 12 that burned, deciding whether or not to rebuild. Okay. Taylor Farms, a fire at a processing facility, but the cause is still under investigation. The Salinas plant is one of 13 facilities. Okay. Another one here. Damn, look at all of these.
Wow.
Right now,
yeah.
Right, according to March 9th release from Nestle announcing the creation of a new beverage factory in Arizona, the company currently has 14. And what the fuck does that have to do with anything? So the number of fires hasn't been out of the ordinary. And of the fires that have happened, there's been no indication of foul play. Editor's note. Okay. No, I don't do anything. All right. Now, I was hoping to catch them in real time. But I kind of did, in a way. But usually sometimes they'll bury something at the very end. Actually, this is slightly higher than the previous years, but yeah, nothing to be alarmed of.
Well, then why is it slightly higher?
Yeah, why is this? Yeah, right. Now,
Yeah.
for example, the annual averages of fires that have occurred in the U.S. between 2015 and 2019. That's the fucking data that they're comparing to.
Wow.
Okay. Fires happen more often than people think. Yeah.
I'm not buying that, though. I'm not buying that either, to be honest.
I'm not buying that.
Right.
You buying that, people? You buying that? Let me know in the comments.
Here's my face.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
Really?
Really? Yeah, I mean, you're off camera, so I'm just going to have to assume it. Let me see. Hold on, let me see if I can get this right here. Yeah, man. So yeah, these fires are pretty bugged out. Oh God. These people are something else. These people are something else. That's the fires Joe Biden suntanning or whatever the hell.
That's a house.
Hitting them hard. Oh my lord, that's hilarious.
That is pretty funny.
Oh, this dude sucks, man. Ugh. Okay. should make that. That's going to be like the highlight or the thumbnail. So yeah, man. Yeah, we had that going on. Yeah, it kind of looks like space lasers to me, but what the hell do I know?
Bro, come on. I will say this. Without bringing any heat on this channel, is like, that looks like some space laser fucking damage to me.
Yeah, it looks like straight up space laser.
Right?
And if not, it looks like Terminator 2 Judgment Day. I mean, it's hard to say because we always see Judgment Day at nighttime. In the future, it's always nighttime when we see the robots fighting the resistance.
Yeah.
But I think during the daytime, well, actually, yeah, Terminator Salvation, this is what it looks like. You know, so unless there was a robot war that left all this crippled, or there was an atomic bomb, right? Didn't that happen? Right? It was a big atomic bomb started going off all over the world.
Skynet drops the bomb.
Yeah, exactly. Right. So unless that happened, freaking space lasers, bro. Yeah.
Speaking of space,
What's
have you
up?
heard about the village of Peru being attacked by predators?
Yes.
Basically, can we touch on that a little bit?
Yes. Let me see what I can find here. Yes, it's funny. I did a little dive on this. Was it Peru? This morning, yeah, we watched a couple of we watched a couple of videos. What are your thoughts initially?
Well, I'm not really caught up. I want to form somewhat of an opinion here, looking up some, or at least the latest briefs on what's going on there, because I still don't even know. I'm just catching glimpses of stuff about this village in Peru. They're deep in the bush, and apparently they're being attacked by face-peeling aliens. Like a week after we just had a whistleblower come out in a Senate hearing saying we have UFO craft and maybe non-human biological bodies, cadavers. And now this village in Peru is saying they have slicing, face-peeling predators that look like the Green Goblin attacking them. So I'm like, let's go.
So let's cover. Yeah, I know, right? So let's even before we get to this, what's your belief level on this 1 to 10? Sorry about my 1 to 10 scale that I so heavily rely on.
Oh, he loves 1 to 10.
I love my 1 to 10 scale, son. But yeah, how believable is this so far on its face value without looking at anything?
Like a 3.
A 3? Wow, bro. I wish you were this generous in Hate Watch. I wish you would give us more points on Hate Watch movies than you do. Yeah. This is a 3 out of 10 is way too high for me already. Like, already kind of forgot the story, and it's already like a 1 or 2.
Because the people look really panicked.
Yeah.
So that right away, like they look genuinely scared. One girl apparently had an injury on her neck. The adult men are like opening fire. They're shooting at it. You know what I mean? So I'm just like, well, where are they getting this details from then? And it's not just like in Las Vegas recently. They had the one family said there's an alien in our backyard, bro, whatever, and the footage, the cop had the body cam footage of a light going over their head in Vegas, and this family is saying, yeah, there was an alien standing in our backyard. Now, that's just one family, and I only bring that up because in Peru, there's like a group of people being like, no, for 3 or 4 days now, we've been like having our women and children huddled up. The men are surrounding the perimeter with firearms, and they're opening fire at these whatever. I don't even want
and they're called face peelers. They're called face peelers. Can you see?
I don't know. Please bring up some footage because you said you went deep on it. So what? You tell me because I'm bits and pieces. Okay, so the footage isn't necessarily. I will say once again, the footage is no good. Okay, so there is that.
There's someone. You ever freaking move a flashlight around trees? You see that? That's what it looks like.
Yeah. So that's all
Thank
we're
you, TikTok.
seeing. Uh,
TikTok making us dumber. But
yeah.
yeah, that was pretty lame. You know, I'm the only reason I'm doing the stop sharing is okay, cool. All right. The only reason I'm doing the stop sharing is just in case. Because sometimes porn will straight up show up on these freaking hashtags.
Really, that's
It's like
fucked up.
Peruvian alien attack, and then they'll just show
Then
people banging on the spaceship.
Giving
Some
head,
dumb
right?
shit.
Yeah. That's actually I don't like that.
Yeah,
I get old in my old
not a
age.
fan.
No, keep the porn for the porn sites. Come on.
Yeah. All right. So let me see. I'm trying to find other pictures on here. Oh my god. Oh yeah. They break down the picture here.
Oh, give me some of that. What do we got?
This is a frame. This is a frame from the picture here. So let's see what we got.
Okay.
Let's go. There it is. Case
Oh,
solved.
interesting.
Case
solved.
solved. Look at that. You see eyes. You see, dude. That's a big ass green spot. Oh, look at that. Somebody. What's all this here? Ned, don't worry about this.
That's the armor. Have you not read that they're saying that they're covered in some sort of armor and that the bullets haven't been able to kill these penetrate? That's
Right.
why they were saying he looks like the Green Goblin from Spider-Man when William Dafoe like had the Green Goblin like suit.
Right.
So they from day one they were saying that's what it looks like. So yeah, look, and that's what Predator came down, right? He had his suit, he had his mask, he was a face peeler.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know, that could be anything.
I'm just switching to that real quick. Well, let me see. They try to even show like what one of the bodies looked like. That shit was hilarious.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah. One of the
Let's see.
bodies that got its face peeled off.
Oh, wait, like a human?
Yeah, human with his when you see it, you're gonna laugh. Face peeler hashtag. Let me look up hashtag face peeler.
Did you hear about the girl in the group who supposedly like had a throat slashed or a neck injury? Like one of them cut like one of the young girls. Did you hear that?
Yeah, no. So I'm gonna tell you. I'll try to spoil it here and tell you what that actually is probably the real cause of everything.
Okay.
Is it's miners, like a bunch of like people trying to mine gold or other minerals over there, and they're trying to scare the villagers off the property. Right. So that, in my opinion, coincides with everything. Like, you know, people screaming, "I see an alien!" No one sees an alien except the person screaming it. And then they interviewed the person who saw the alien, and dude is fucking cool as a cucumber. It was like, oh yeah, there was an alien there. It was floating by its feet, and you know, he's peeling faces, and like, oh, okay, man. Oh, just another walk in the park, huh? I've seen every alien movie to date. You know, if I were to see some shit like that, I'd lose my mind.
Yeah, and your testimony to the public would be way more high energy, convincing. I'm sure, you know what I mean.
Be crying. I should.
Yeah, right. Yeah, could be.
What else? You know, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be a life-altering moment. Absolutely.
Get the camera out my face. You know, like they'd be just out of control, right? Like inconsolable.
Wow. So
Yeah.
who's doing the? You're saying almost like poaching when farmers want to avoid scare off poachers. They say like, oh yeah, we have face peeling aliens on this property.
Yeah, chupacabras are coming by.
Is it like farmers protecting their land, or is it like gang war shit where it's like pot dealers? You know, somehow pot dealers always fighting off a little patch to grow on, so they'll literally like kill each other and be like, "Oh, don't grow over there. Bigfoot roams that part of the woods."
Yeah, Bigfoot's gonna eat all your shit, man. Don't do it. You know, and like the psyop could go both ways, right? It could be like the people doing the stealing saying, "Yeah, it must be Bigfoot," you know, thinking you're stupid. Like Bigfoot took your
Yeah.
shit, man.
Right.
They took all of that, all 7 kilos of that blow. They
Yeah.
took it. Bigfoot must
Your
have took.
coca
How'd you know it
plants.
was 7 kilos, man?
Right. Oh, don't.
But yeah. But like, the big
So it's some
psyop
shit
tends to
like
be.
that.
It's gonna be. That's what I think it is.
Mhm.
And listen, folks, whoever is listening to this, if you knew how hard I believed in aliens, and I just, I believed until the government told me they were real, and now I'm like, oh, okay, they actually are bullshit. my parents kept telling me they were bullshit. My smart friends were like, bro, it's bullshit. Shut up, man. You don't fucking know. You don't fucking know. Yeah, right. Name all the planets, like, so what, bro? You don't fucking know. Get all pissed. You don't fucking know, man. Leave me alone.
Totally.
And now it's like, oh, no, yeah, they ain't no fucking aliens. If they are, they ain't visiting us. I mean, we were talking about it in last week, which we could expand on. That you are up in the air.
Yeah, I've been up in the air as a kid. I'm up in the air now as an adult. Only because, like I said last time, and I don't have the brains to try to be like, oh, fancy explanation, but I don't know. We got here. We're off this planet. Supposedly we have space missions. So. And again, I don't necessarily mean that takes God out of the equation or anything like that either.
Yeah, no, I get that. I mean, but those missions were fake. So you don't know what you're talking about.
Like we never went to the moon.
Yeah,
Fake.
we never went. Yeah, did Buzz Aldrin swear on that Bible when that guy asked him to?
No, he punched that
dude. Swear on this. No, swear to me.
Pretty much. Yeah,
So,
Bart Sabell ran into fucking Batman that day.
Yeah, man.
He thought he was
All
just
right.
an astronaut.
Yeah, no, so bottom line is he didn't swear on the Bible. So I'm kidding, by the way. Although I am kidding. But you know what? I have to leave this kernel here of possibility because even though, yes, I'm kidding, I'm at a point now, and look, I'll just go all out there. Same thing with Flat Earth, bro. It's like I don't necessarily believe in Flat Earth. But if it was, I wouldn't be surprised. I'd be like, of course they lied to us about it. Of course they did. Yeah. It's like if I found out the moon landing was fake and all that show, of course they lied. Of course they lied. Of course.
Yeah, I can see all that too.
Yeah, right. There was no yeah, no, I mean it just would not surprise me. Oh, the British royalty, they're actually lizard people? Of course they are. Of course.
Yeah. Right. Start getting into some of that David Icke conversation.
Yeah, right. They are turning the frogs gay. Of course they are.
The funny thing about the moon landing is like, at first I was like, oh yeah, as a kid, like, oh, I love space. I was like, look, this is how they did it. They blah, blah, blah. And they got there. It's like, oh, who didn't love that? And then it's like you get a little older and you're like, oh, you hear the moon landing may be fake. You're like, what juicy news is this? Then you get into it, right? And then after a while, I was like, oh, no, but wait. All this shit.
Let's be adults here.
I was like, yeah. I was like, we win. Of course we win. What a feat for man. But there are a few nuggets that I just can't get past that we probably spoke about in the past on this show already or whatever. So not to rehash anything, but
rehash. Yeah, the same 7 people that watched it last week will still be interested this week.
Yeah, they should start commenting too. Because if
leave
you look at the lunar lander module and how much like a tinfoil home science project it looks like, I'm like, oh man, that is not helping the story at all. Then you got
yeah.
this one astronaut dude being like, "Oh yeah, we burnt all the tapes, we lost the footage, we recorded all the over the stuff as well, all this stuff." And then another astronaut guy is like, "Oh yeah, we see even today we have problems going through the Van Allen belt, so we're still like slowing down our mission to get back to the moon while we solve these problems of radiation." And I'm like, "Wait, what?" It's like, I know we're not breaking new ground here, but like, wait, really? That you didn't solve the radiation problem in the 60s, going to the moon,
Right.
going to the fucking moon.
Get that. Let's see here. What do we got? What are we messing with here? What are we dealing with here? Can I zoom in on this thing?
That'd be cool if you could.
Look at that.
Right?
This keeps all the juices in so that when the turkey comes out, like it's not dry.
Right? Nice and moist on the inside.
This is perfect
Yeah.
when it goes in the oven. Look at this.
Yeah, really take a good look at those panelings too. The pale panelings. That just looks like tar paper. You know, like rolls of tar paper.
Damn.
Next to tinfoil.
What is that? A dog laying down? No.
Someone's puppy. They didn't notice, right?
No, I'm kidding. Yeah, I think that's it's a garbage bag. Nels. What is that?
Right? And then, but yet there's no blast crater. You know what I mean? Like the force of that engine rocketing, landing down should have blown out way more debris. And they say if you look closely at every picture, even the feet of the lander, they're all clean. There's no dust on it. Like, it's just little things like that. This is the one of the few things I would say that keeps me coming back. Like, did we go? What the fuck is this?
Right.
And the footage. The astronauts walking on the moon, to me, 100% look like men on wires.
Yeah, and like at half speed.
Oh yes, when they're right, when
at half speed.
When they double the speed, they look like they're walking normally on Earth in suits in fucking the deserts of fucking New Mexico or some shit.
All right, let's see what's up here. Let's see what's up, man. Okay, damn, the show is filling out, man. You weren't kidding.
Nah, that's what I'm saying. Let's just take the
apology context. All right, let's see. Oh, okay. I thought this was gonna be like live. Yeah, look at that.
Look at that. Even in that, if this is their footage, look how shoddy that looked.
It was a revelation.
The
It was
capsule,
gigantic. It filled our entire window.
Okay.
Next day, Sunday,
Keep in
July
mind
20th,
at this
was
point,
the
2001 Space Odyssey, the movie was already out. So look what they were able to do with that movie.
Yeah. Which is a good movie that I've never seen.
Oh, wait, you never seen that movie?
Never seen it. I've read the book.
Oh, you did read the book, but that's cute and that's cool actually. But you never saw the movie.
That's cute. I've seen I've seen only pieces. Like I've never sat and watched it straight through. I've always caught.
Oh, well, we gotta hate watch that one because I wonder if you will like that one.
Yeah, and I really enjoyed the book.
Mm.
I really enjoyed the book. Not to blow it up. It's actually still
blow it up because reading the book is actually really cool because you may like the movie less because sometimes movies or hardly movies ever live up to the book anyway. So that gives your opinion would have more meaning to me on whether you hate it or not because of the book. The book does factor in, you know.
Now, like this thing with Kubrick, right? So if we talk about The Shining, I did not like The Shining when I first watched it because I read the book first.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I remember you telling me that.
Yeah, did not like the movie, and now I love The Shining by Stanley Kubrick. I love that movie. In fact, I remember it more than the book now, I guess, because it was so long ago.
Mm.
It was drastically different, but there's other things to like. They're not even showing them walk on the moon. Where's the pay? No
No, I don't know
payoff.
what
What the
footage
fuck is this?
what they did. Well, this is like, oh no, we definitely went footage. I'm talking about the footage to be like, maybe they didn't go.
Yeah, right. Let me see. Astronauts walking on the
Well, did you
moon.
ever see, speaking of, because you mentioned the guy who got punched by Buzz Aldrin,
I
that
forgot
guy's
who
name
the
was
guy
Bart
was.
Sibel. Have you ever seen Bart Sibel's documentary, A Funny Thing Happened on the Way to the Moon?
Oh, I did see that. I don't remember it, but I remember
No.
watching it. I remember that I've seen
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
Martian
that's
archaeology.
crazy. Because I guess anyone really now, that one took off so like a rocket, all pun intended. So pretty much all the stuff we're gathering, and he did a lot of research too. There was a couple of cats before him too, laying this groundwork. You know, I can't remember their names off the top of my head, but the
Yeah.
Bart the Bell documentary really packaged it all together and been like, look, here for yourself. And this guy's just making the argument. He believes we 100% did not go, and here's why. So when you take
So
his documentary, which is again a compiling of a few researchers, and he just funneled it really well into his own documentary, and then you take some footage of like the three astronauts coming back and giving their first press conference. You
yeah.
know what I mean? Have you ever seen? I'm sure you've seen clips of that. If anything, their body language, their faces. It's like, again, like guys who in Peru, if you see an alien, you know, these guys, if they've been to the moon, they're like, what the fuck? Wouldn't you be like, holy shit, I was on the fucking moon. Let me tell you all about it. But no, they don't do press. Their one
Yeah.
press appearance is whack and weird. You know what I mean? They fucking don't. They disappear from the public. They go. You know, they live these quiet lives.
Yeah,
I'm like,
right.
well, what is that about then? So I don't know. I don't want to go too deep on one topic if you want to just keep it moving. But look at that. Look at
You
that
see
guy
this?
walking. Yeah, look at that guy walking
Oh, bro,
on
I
the
dropped my
moon.
bong.
It's like, yo, right? You'll see glimmering
Wait.
lights. They point out like when the ropes reflect light, like right there, like that again. Right
Yeah.
on top
What
of
the
those
hell,
armored
man?
movements, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. That's not convincing to me anymore.
I'm watching this at double speed. Look at the difference at double speed.
At double speed, right? It looks so fucking natural. That's not helping either. Not helping their argument anyway.
I just realized that.
Look at that. Look at that. That looked like a man on a wire. And then I'm not good with fucking learned stuff. So wouldn't those guys on the moon with that less gravity really be doing like really almost like when Superman before he could fly when he was Superboy, those really cool leaps? Maybe not so dramatic, but shouldn't they just be able to really
Yeah.
like jump? Like holy shit!
Yeah.
Nah,
Yeah,
I
right?
don't know. Is this NASA footage? Because if this is official NASA footage, then I am not buying that. That's a man on the moon.
Raw
Because
video from the NASA archive.
wow,
Yeah, astronauts throwing stuff on the moon. Yeah, and yeah, there's like when they're playing golf and shit.
right? And that
Here you
we didn't
go.
even get to the rover. Right, they're driving their little fucking makeshift jeep, you know.
Yeah.
And it looks out like a lot of that footage is definitely in slow motion, you know. The way the fucking gravel kicks up when the wheels spin the gravel on, like all that fucking moon rock in that kind of gravity should be almost showering out. You know, instead it just looks like a slowed down regular sand plume
You see that? It,
falling.
yeah, it looks like it's in slow motion, right?
It really does, yeah. I
Like,
can't unsee it now.
now let me go back to double speed.
Yeah, it looks like a guy
Hey,
hopping
hop
up just normal.
moron.
No, in double speed, right? Look, they're just jumping up and down like in normal Earth gravity. and still kind of looking like harnessed at the same time.
Yeah.
This guy, right? See, that proves he was suspended in on something, because his
That
heels
straight
are
up looks
barely.
reversed.
Wow.
That
Yeah.
looks like reverse footage.
Oh,
No way.
right. Which
Let
just
me run
further
that back.
proves it's manipulated. Right. It did look reverse.
Maybe not. I don't know. The way the dust moves, it kind of looks regular.
Well, you know what it is? It's because he's being pulled up unnaturally. Whether they
Yeah.
manipulated
The
it
safety
forward,
harness.
back, and whatever. That's what that is.
Being held up by the harness or whatever, right? Invisible wire.
Yep.
If there is one. Oh, and you can kind of see.
Right. You see the glimmering of what looks like wires.
Or that could be and here's some other funny shit too, man. Like, so NASA pulled a fast one. Like, at this, first off, guys, they are going to 100% shadow ban this video. So hit like, hit subscribe,
Maybe not.
hit share.
Hit like
or
and share.
Or if you care for our livelihood and safety, just bury it. All right? You never saw this episode. Undo your like.
Well, listen, all we're doing here especially is rehashing all the shit that's already out there. Yeah.
We're speculating and having fun. And we're exposing the reality. All right, wake up, sheeple.
Yeah, we're a couple of neos over here.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. So, yeah, man, I don't know. This is pretty intense, man. So yeah, like I kind of lost my thought, but I was saying, look, you're not gonna get this type of you're not gonna get this on the front page of YouTube. So yeah, be sure to hit like and subscribe.
Yeah, and comment. I would love to know what other people think.
Yeah. I mean, I think people are kind of 50-50.
Yeah.
Because shit, there was that Christopher Nolan movie, the one in Interstellar. Did you watch that?
No, I haven't seen that.
Matthew McConaughey.
Maybe I've seen it once when it first came out. Was that in the 90s or early 2000s?
No, more like 2012.
Oh, that old. Oh shit. Then most likely no. But I do remember it. That's why I do remember. Once you said Matthew McConaughey, it's one of those like space travel adventure movies, right?
You're thinking of Contact. It was the one from the 90s.
Oh,
because
yeah.
Matthew McConaughey was in that with Jodie Foster.
I might be thinking of Contact. Carl Sagan's Contact.
Which, wow, they really destroyed the ending in that movie. But I really like that movie. I'm not going to lie. You thought it was a piece of shit?
I probably saw it when it first came out, back when I was probably like with a girl. I feel like I took my girlfriend there, and we made out the whole time.
Oh, okay.
So it's like I don't really remember it.
Yeah, no. Actually, it's funny you said that, because I took a girl to go see Contact too. By the end of the second trailer, we were friends.
Look at that. Nice.
I was in the friend zone. That was that.
No, not so nice.
Not so nice. No. You're such a nice guy for taking me to the theater. I wish my boyfriend was here. Fuck.
Yeah.
I think he'd like this movie. Damn it. Again? No. Let me see. Yeah. Have you seen this or what? Does any of that look familiar?
No, none of it. Not a bit, not a frame.
No, we didn't.
Murphy's Law.
Murphy's Law doesn't mean that something bad or what.
Well, shut the fuck up and do your homework.
Yeah, don't jinx it. Yeah, fucking.
We must confront the reality that nothing in our solar system can help us. Now you need to tell me what your plan is to save the world.
What? Oh shit.
We're not meant to save the world.
Because I met Matthew McConaughey.
We're meant to leave it. And this is the mission we were trained for. I've got kids, Professor. Get out there and save them.
Save them kids. Save them kids. I faulted.
Or were you?
I faulted.
I thought.
Okay, but what's this movie about? All these little scenes, drama scene, score the music, the violins. All right,
I know.
Space yet? He's
Hey,
gotta
if
save
for a
the
trailer, that's all you need.
No, give me a little more.
A
Because
little
what are we-
more, I guess.
What's he doing here? He's got to get the asteroid. Is this that Bruce Willis movie again?
No, it is not.
They're fighting
that.
aliens. What is this? What they got? Aliens,
What?
asteroids. What's going on in Interstellar?
Oh
that
man,
that
this
trailer
one,
left me
I don't
confused.
even want to spoil
more
it.
than
I don't want to spoil it,
confused.
especially if you haven't seen it. That might actually be a hate watch. It won't be today, but it will go on the list. I actually, because here's the thing. Damn, and you haven't seen Contact, so like this. Damn.
Well, I mean,
Like-
technically, I saw Contact. I remember a group of guys in space, something about aliens or something.
Oh, no, not at all. That was
You're right.
that was Jodie Foster like trying to like figure out the signal that was being sent that came to SETI in Puerto Rico, and Matthew McConaughey was a priest who was like trying to work faith with science. This is some weird shit. Again,
Okay.
interesting, very well done, right? But at least in my humble opinion, and a comment section, let me know if you've seen Contact. They shit the bed with the ending. It was very sappy, very weird. I don't think it ruined the movie, but it took what could have been an 8 or 9 out of 10 movie and turned it into like a 6 or 7 out of 10.
Wow, what? Just the last act or the last 10 minutes?
The last like 15 to 20 minutes, maybe 15 to 30 minutes or so, like the last of it kind of, it would have been, I would have loved the more mind-blowing ending.
What's the ending again? Like these little aliens that come out of the thing or whatever, and she goes with them?
No. no. So
that's third encounters or whatever.
Yeah, you're thinking of right. Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can find Contact.
Which I love. I love that movie.
Oh, that one was pretty good. All right, you can see the screen, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so yeah, this is basically the aliens. They send a signal.
Right.
And the signal is actually a blueprint on how to build a device. And like part of the drama of the movie is what the hell does this device do? And then this strong, powerful woman, Jodie Foster, figures out that it's actually a device and learns and is able to get the blueprints, and clear the signal. So this way they know that it's some sort of transport. And then she ends up traveling. Like, this is really cool for a trailer.
Yeah. So then she goes into, they assemble a team and they go into space, right?
I checked interferometry.
Not exactly.
Oh, okay. So yeah, this one really went over my head that day.
I want all these people out of here.
Yeah, you're busy getting ahead while the shit was going down.
Pretty much. I'm dry humping my nuts raw.
You know those interlaced frames that we thought were noise? This says structure.
I'm going to recommend to the president that we militarize this project immediately.
Oh, look who it is.
Reason to believe
Yeah.
that their intentions are hostile.
There's no proof of that.
Why don't they just speak English?
Mathematics is the only truly universal language.
You know what he is?
Buried
He's a
within
pimp.
the message itself,
Just a stupid,
key.
a lowlife.
Those look like engineering schematics.
Take the money. Take it.
It is our belief that
Take
the
it.
message contains
Take it.
instructions
I
Take
still
the
love you, right, baby?
kind of machine.
Yeah, right.
Machine. It might
Yeah, right. No, I love you. Don't marry him. I'll come get you. No, he didn't say that, did he? So take him for everything he's fucking got.
My
I'm
baby.
saying this is dangerous.
I'm there with you, baby. I'm there with you right now.
I'm there with you right now.
You're willing to give your life and die for
Oh
this.
man,
Why?
only true Scorsese fans know.
That's it. Deep cuts.
Damn, we should actually have a conversation. I mean, great commercial. No?
Yeah, no,
Intriguing?
totally. Absolutely. Dr. Stephen Greer comes out with an alien
Yeah, right.
body.
Guys, this really happened, right? With the little bean, that little bean fetus that he had.
Yeah.
Bro, this is an alien. Really? That's your proof, dude. Yeah, if you meditate. But all right. So they shit the bed. Do you care about spoilers, or we can save this for Hate Watch?
Well, speaking of Hate Watch, Greg just asked if we were on. So let me reach out to
bring him in. I sent him an invitation. Tell him to check his email. It should be. He should have a link to jump in.
Okay. So you should still be able to hear me. I don't know if you can see me, but I'm checking my text real quick.
Yep. You're frozen, but I hear you beautifully. Take your time. So yeah, we got to figure out what Craig has and hasn't watched.
Greg,
but yeah, and but I actually have some news. We'll cover a little canned chicken news. That's pop culture. All right, it's not so heavy. We're gonna talk about the Clinton body count now, but no, we'll talk about some other shit. I got something else.
All right,
Joe.
All right, yo.
In the meantime, we can hear you typing. I might just cut this from the recording, hopefully.
Well,
or not. We'll see.
Yeah, we made it this far. I should be back now. Let me see. Let me know if you get the text too, because I sent it on the group chat.
Oh, okay, cool. Let me see.
So yeah, as long as he sees that and jumps on.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I didn't think to keep my ringer on for that reason. But while we wait for him, we where are you at? Casino or Goodfellas?
Well, Goodfellas, I think is still the better movie, and Casino is just right there. Casino's right there.
The thing is that Casino has some better moments. I'm with you. I think Goodfellas is the overall better movie, but there are some moments in Casino that are better than moments in Goodfellas. Nicky getting beat and his brother catching the beat down with the bats with Fred Leotardo or whatever,
brutal.
That shook me to my core as a kid because I wasn't expecting that. It's like the same thing with Goodfellas. I watched Goodfellas as a kid, right? Maybe 10 years old or so, and that is like it's an engaging movie as a kid, but it's traumatizing, and there's like shit that happens in that movie that you're not ready for. And this is from someone who's watched Jason movies and Freddy movies, but when you see like people dying for real or dying in a more realistic context, and it's brutal. Oh, this is no fun. Can we go back to just unpleasant dreams? And then that type of murder on a big screen is different than stabbing someone in the trunk because they haven't quite died yet.
Yeah.
Like, oh God.
Yeah, no, that's true.
But the Casino scene at the end, and spoiler alert for anyone who hasn't. By the way, please watch Casino. And even a spoiler, it doesn't even matter. The whole movie's just outstanding anyway. Yeah, but spoiler alert just in case for Casino. But yeah, that beat down with the bass.
Yeah, that was vicious. That was first time seeing that. Yeah,
he's still breathing. Come on, stop. He's still breathing. Oh, it killed me, and I hated this comeback. The whole I felt for Rothstein. Is like, yo, this guy has to go.
Yeah.
And even by the end, he's still breathing. I was like, oh, come on.
Right. Yeah, that and when the eye popping scene, even though they don't show it on camera, they edit it just enough to where you still feel that too, right?
Charlie,
It's like, but then So like it was real brutal because his face is all fush smush, and then they cut away right at the time, and then you show Pesci's face, and you're like, and you're just like, oh shit, they popped out his eye. Even hearing like because the dialogue is going on at the same time, and then but you hear Pesci say the line, "We stabbed this prick in the balls with an ice pick, and he still wouldn't talk." And even now, I was like, I can't help but just I gotta do the leg cross, like
Yeah.
We stabbed this prick in the balls with an ice pick, and he still wouldn't talk. You make me pop out an eye for Charlie M.
If I'm wrong, because I never knew you to be a heist man. But if you are, you know what? Here, take mine too. Go ahead, take it, because you already have hers.
Fuck yeah, I'd take that money.
Look at me. You did know that, didn't you? You knew that she's my wife. Huh? Hey, look at me. You're done, yeah? If you ever come back again, ever, to take her money, next time bring a pistol. That way you got a chance. Be a man, don't be a pimp.
Don't be a fucking pimp.
Now, you want to do me a favor? Get out of here. I want to be alone with my wife. Get the and get out of here.
This guy right here. What else are you gonna do?
Yeah. I would have taken the money.
Yeah.
I would have slowly reached for that pile of cash.
My legs would have been wobbly. I would have felt like flush. I'd be like, oh, it's just gonna go down. I didn't think I'd be,
Say don't get married.
Please don't
But you know
move
what?
around me.
I like the James. I like the James Woods character. He's in the right because he knows the chick way before this guy does. De Niro does, and then De Niro from the beginning says, "Listen, I know you're not really attracted to me, but it's like, yeah, let's fuck, marry me, let's have a kid or two, and I'll give you the good life."
Yeah.
So she was just like, at this point, De Niro should be like, just go with your fucking high school pimp.
Yeah.
So but Rothstein, he wasn't Italian. So he was just, I don't know, his character. Any real man would have just deaded that bitch. Like that whole situation, that relationship just ended it.
That was the big Achilles heel for Rothstein.
Yep.
Because
certainly
shit. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a special guest returning to the Great Canned Chicken Podcast, the great Greg. How are you, boss?
Hey, how's it going, Felix? What's good, Charlie?
What up, bro?
All right. Good to see you guys.
Oh,
too,
man.
dude.
Likewise. So, man,
oh, shit.
What have I been missing?
Ooh, we talked about the fake lunar landing, right? We talked aliens in Peru. The Maui, was the Hawaii fire, death ray from outer space. And now we're talking about what was the better movie, Casino or Goodfellas, which we kind of touched on a little bit. So you're right here in time for that. Then I have another little bit of movie news. We're going to talk some more movies with you in general, so we can tweak out Hate Watch, what we're doing tonight. But have you seen Goodfellas and Casino?
Yes, I have. I've seen both.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you had to put one against the other, which one do you like more?
Yeah, so I wish I had like some notes during the week and like do some homework or watching some movies and stuff. Like refresh my memory, because these are classics. I'm gonna say Goodfellas, like off the top of my head, like even though they both need a rewatch, but Goodfellas, yeah.
We're all in agreement, by the way. I think my only caveat was, I think Goodfellas was the better movie, but Casino had some better scenes in it. You know what I mean? I think maybe it went on a little too long. If I could be a little nitpicky, but I don't even know if I'd say that. I'd have to really think about that. What do you think, Chuck?
No, I like the extra time that they put flushing out the story. You know what I mean? That didn't bother me too much. I just felt like it was a little bit too much, and maybe that's the whole point of the movie. I could have had a little bit more like Tommy and his brothers, pulling heists. They kind of montage that, and they should have just I see the Sharon Stone running around with her yapping mouth, crying, and I just want to leave my husband and do my drugs and suck this guy's dick. Like, then all right, just fucking go. So they lost me a little bit with that. You know what I mean? I even felt that when I was a younger guy. I really feel it now as like a man. You know what I mean? I'm just like, oh, okay. It's like,
well, the problem is that
but first time watch, it was fine. Let me just say, for the lengthwise first time watch, you're taking it all in. I was good with it.
The thing is that you're a bit of a man's man. The thing is that Rothstein, in his essence, had a little bit of simp, which I am not judging. I had I think 95% of my life was in simp phase, so I'm not judging. But yeah, he was simping her like hard because we touched on this. He knew, and credit to her. She was very honest. I don't love you. This is fun, and that's it, and he was like, well, that can grow, that can come, I need someone I can, he wouldn't let it go. So
Nope.
Yeah, you're 100% right. That was his mistake. So yeah, but it's an Achilles heel, especially if women don't throw themselves at you like that. And then you, you get Sharon Stone at the time was especially the way she's in the movie, she's like a perfect 10 for in Vegas. You know what I mean? Everybody wanted her, and she knew how to get around. She was the life of the party. Of course, he wanted her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And but damn, Greg, what? All right. So before we jump into the next story, actually, let's talk about this. We need to figure out what movies you haven't watched that need to be watched. The only one we know of so far that we need to watch with you is Jaws.
Yeah, there's tons of movies I haven't watched. I mean, let's see. I was just talking with my friend. He mentioned yesterday some reference to Being Tom Malkovich. Never seen it.
No, that one I haven't seen either. But I know the movie. What about you, Chuck? Do you see that one?
Yeah, I remember seeing it when it first came out and being like, oh, okay. It was like a clever little, I don't know how to describe it really, but I didn't hate it. But I do remember saying it was one of those movies like, oh, okay, you see it once, you get what it's about. It's almost like, a one-time thing. Like the role, it's one of those movies that's meant to be experienced. You know what I mean? So once you so once you watch it and go through it, you're like, oh, okay, that was kind of cool. I get what it is. So it was something different at the time, that's for sure. Something like that in the 13th floor,
Okay, yeah, that's another one I skipped. Did you? All right. Let's start with some really important ones. Okay,
but I didn't hate it.
What Star Wars? Have you watched Star Wars?
Yes, once in order. When was it that some of them came out 8 years ago or something like that?
Those are the ones you watched, the newer ones.
No, so I went back to watch the new ones, and I watched them in order. And to be honest, it was like a one through kind of
you're done
binge watching kind of thing. And not that I'm done, but it was it was good. I liked it. I liked some parts, but it was a lot of information for me to binge watch. And
to cram all that lore, everything. And wait, did you start with the Phantom Menace, with Misa Jar Jar Binks, all that shit? Yeah. You went through from that to
so
Luke, I am your father, all that stuff.
So yeah, I did that, but I think I watched it in the. Were the newer ones supposed to be or something, right?
Yeah, I already know where you go. Yeah, the timelines are all weird.
In the order that it was supposed to be, quote unquote, not in the order that they came out.
Okay, you watched them in chronological order, as in when they take place. So you started with episode 1. You started with the prequels, right? So the Phantom Menace in episode 1. Which, dude, my man. So we were diehard fans. Right now, the lead up to the Phantom Menace.
Who's we, Felix?
Who's this we shit? No. Yo, if you disagree with me, I'm gonna be so hurt. You're not gonna tell me you weren't hyped to see the movie. I'm not even talking about whether the movie was good or not. I'm talking about fucking episode 1 is coming out. It's dropping today. And oh my God, I gotta see this. So were you at least somewhat excited at the prospect of new Star Wars?
Yeah, I was super psyched to see episode 1.
Super psyched. All right. Now, a lot of people walked away disappointed. Fair enough.
Myself
but
included.
The hype behind it, dude, was unreal. You know, and it paid off for them because they made a lot of money. So yeah, you went through 1, 2, and 3, and then you went to the 80s ones. Right? The New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, which, in my opinion, I think those are the best ones.
Yeah.
How did you feel? Like, did you like the prequels first, like with Darth Maul? And, like, which ones did you like more?
Yeah. So I think I like the later ones more, and I think it may have been because there were more things, I guess, like cultural references and different things like that. It was exciting to see in a way. Like I remember, like the Cantina and different. I mean, not that it didn't. I like the '80s one more, but I have to admit that I do need to. In order for me to be fair, because I'm not a Star Wars fan, like that, like watching it did not make me a Star Wars fan, kind of thing. But
Fair
I
enough.
that I didn't give it like its proper time.
Okay. Yeah. No. Okay. No. I get it. So
I have to revisit. Yeah.
And but I think we're kind of in agreement here that like the originals were better. Okay. So you saw those. You saw the ones that just came out with Rey and Finn and Poe. That dumb shit, Kylo Ren. Did you watch those?
No, I don't recall that. No.
Ooh, you did it. Well, don't tell me that. Oh, those were. You saw Rogue One?
I'm sorry?
Did you watch Rogue One?
Which one's that one?
That's a Star Wars one. Right now.
Is that the first one? Is that what it's called? Like the new one?
It's a newer Disney one. Don't ever ask me when they came out or what the chronology, because I know the answer. It's not that I don't know. I know the answer, and you will hate me that I know the answer and have to fucking explain it. But let me see if I can pull this one up. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that out of all the Disney Star Wars, this movie was the only really good one, out of all of them.
It's coming undone.
I think, Chuck thinks it's all shit.
Too.
Yeah, he thinks it's all shit. This is my I capital L love this movie, believe it or not. So, but Chuck thinks everything is shit. So it's almost like it doesn't even hurt anymore.
Not everything.
What's the name of that actor? I forgot.
Oh, Forrest Whitaker.
You're really doing this?
No, this dude.
Oh, it's Diego Luna.
That's his brother, Morris Whitaker.
Yeah. Woods Whitaker.
No, that dude's done a lot of cool Spanish.
Did you watch this?
No, I don't remember. So I must have not watched all of them.
Okay, I won't go too hard into that. But okay, so we established you got this vague Star Wars. What about Indiana Jones? You watch Indiana Jones?
So I want to say that I've watched it when I was like younger, like in the 90s, but like I don't recall that much. Yeah. So
okay. Yeah, at least watched them.
And I don't have an opinion on that because I don't remember as much. But I want to say that somehow, like I watched it, I must have been like maybe with friends in a group or something. I really didn't follow.
Like you didn't give it. Okay.
Yeah,
we'll actually do that as it was on in the background type shit.
Yeah.
While the hookers and strippers were walking around. So you're not going to pay attention to that.
You missed all the good stuff, right? You missed the best part.
Excuse me, this is the part with the snakes. No, right? So, all right. So, what else? What else? Blues Brothers. Did you watch Blues Brothers?
No. I have not watched Blues Brothers.
Me neither.
I think Charlie likes that. Charlie likes
that.
He lives by that movie. He
And
overhyped it.
Did you see it, Felix?
No.
Oh,
I'm waiting. I bought it. I have it purchased for us to watch, Chuck.
Oh, so then we might as well just throw one on these nights like this. At this point,
Yeah.
Tonight's the night. Okay. All right.
Well, I mean, it's up to you. We don't have to do it today. It's up to you. Whatever you guys, want to vote or take it. I don't mind what you want to watch, but it should definitely be on the list. At this point, we should just because you know what, too. If you guys like music, it's such a musician's movie too. You know what I mean? Like for guys, for people who play. You know what I mean? It's just legend after legend after legend, fucking in this awesome roller coaster, hilarious movie about the blues, about a band. You know what? Fuck it. You should put the Blues Brothers on right now. I'm gonna bust out some vodka. See, to me, this is crazy because I'm surprised it's like got by some people because a lot of people don't really know this movie. But to me, it might as well have been fucking like a Disney classic or something. It was just in my house. It was on all the time. My father liked it too, so maybe I'm sentimental about it.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, these are my movies here. If you can see the screen, there's let's see if there's what you've seen out of these. Let me shut that shit off.
So far, I haven't seen any of those.
God. White Man Can't Jump.
Oh, I've seen White Man Can't Jump. Yeah.
Okay, you've seen that. Yeah. Army of Darkness.
I have not seen Army of Darkness.
Return to Oz.
Really? Nope. Can you scroll back up for a second? Is that the last dragon?
It sure is. Did you see the last dragon?
The Last Dragon. Tell me something about it.
It's about this. It's like a kung fu flick. Chuck, what tell him.
Yeah, this young inner city young male is coming up and he's learning kung fu and he idolizes Bruce Lee and he's training hard and he's smart and he's like a good kid in the neighborhood. But yo, Greg, this is the 80s and this might even be, I believe, in the Bronx. So there was a lot of gangs and a lot of dance fights and turf war and kung fu and graffiti and shit, right?
I definitely haven't seen this yet. Keep going.
Okay, so then our young hero, our young protagonist, has to go out there and defend his family because the crime is getting so bad that even the crime lords who do kung fu are coming down on like his parents and their business. I think they own a store or a pizzeria, something to that effect. So then Leroy has to channel the spirit. He gets a vision from the spirit of Bruce Lee himself, and he like bestows all the mastery of Chi Kuen Do onto young Leroy. And then
that is not at all what happens, bro. What movie did you watch?
Well, I was 8 years old when I saw it. Yeah, so.
Wow, you saw it at 8. Okay.
Right? Yeah, right. It was one of those Channel 11 movies back in the day. I haven't seen it since.
You talk about a music movie. That one is chock full of it because it's not The Last Dragon, really. It's
why? It's got a lot of buckets.
It's Barry Gordy's The Last Dragon.
You said chock full of music.
Chock full of boom 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 boom. But this it's actually Barry Gordy's The Last Dragon. So there's actually a lot of music in this.
Yeah, I do remember that too.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see what else we got here. Go on. What were you gonna say, Greg? I'm sorry.
No, I was gonna say that I definitely haven't seen it. For some reason, the name reminded me of another movie, but I was thinking of another movie completely different.
Enter the Dragon, maybe?
I was probably thinking of Enter the Dragon, yeah.
Okay.
But I wasn't familiar with the cover art there, so now that Chuck mentioned the story, no, I definitely have.
You have not seen it. Okay. What about The Notebook? No, all right, so we'll skip that. Did you watch Flash yet, by the way?
No. So that's another thing. When it comes to like superhero movies and Marvel and all these, like, I haven't seen any of those.
What? You haven't watched like Iron Man, Spider-Man? You haven't watched none of that shit?
Iron Man, not Spider-Man, not like you name it. I haven't seen any.
My man. All right.
Batman, you remember like, did we talk about like Batman Returns? No, I haven't even seen that. Like Batman.
Wow. Did you watch 1989 Batman?
No.
With Michael Keaton Batman, like, and versus Jack Nicholson in the Joker?
No, I don't think I'd watch any of that.
Oh
Wow,
my lord!
that needs
I
to
think
be
that's
on
the
the
one.
list.
I think that's
Blues
the one.
Brothers, Jaws, and Batman '89.
That should be the one, man. All right. Hold on. We're gonna keep going here, but but I mean, Blues Brothers, I'm kind of down, but
What's that? Wait, can you scroll? It said
gotta find it here.
AVP. No, I saw something that said movie said AVP.
Yeah, Alien vs Predator.
Aliens versus Peru.
Yeah, Aliens vs Peru. Got him.
It's a documentary.
All right. So you didn't watch Spider-Man: No Way Home. You don't watch the new Batman. The new Batman was a piece of shit, in my opinion.
No.
Fucking boring as hell.
That movie sucked dick.
Avatar. I never saw Avatar.
Never saw Avatar.
Avatar was a fucking Felix. Before I even say anything, did you like Avatar? Yes or no?
Yes.
1 out of 10.
7.
You fucking yes.
Dude, it was fucking visually amazing. You know, but
You're
it's
such
a
a
story I've
gullible.
told
No, I
before.
love it. I love your spirit. I really do.
You didn't watch it in 3D. Yeah, no. Imagine someone makes something and you enjoy it. Oh, God forbid. So you get a director and a whole crew, writing crew, a whole acting crew, and a whole freaking production made for you to enjoy something, and you actually enjoy it. Oh, welcome to that world. You go down to this restaurant and be like, hey, I spent my entire day working on this pizza just for you.
That don't make it good, though. That don't make it good.
No, yeah. But everyone else enjoys it, right? and then finally, I'm like, oh, this is a really good pizza. I'm like, I could have used a little less sauce, but you know what? I liked it. And then
because not everyone else liked it.
Oh,
that movie, you'll have to. It was a very popularly divisive movie. That was very. Yeah, because a lot of people were saying it was all visual fluff. I wasn't the only one with that opinion.
No, everyone had that nitpick, and even I agree with that. But there was, I mean, it was like a repeat story, But for someone like Greg, who hasn't, it might appeal to him because it's bare bones storytelling. It's very easy, it's easy to get into. It's easy to follow. It's filmed very well. Did you even watch it in 3D?
No.
When it was in 3D, that shit was an event, dude. Like, you know what I mean?
No,
Like,
it looked
really good
in 3D.
Yeah, no, it wasn't the perfect movie, but what would you give it out of 10? A 1. You want to give it a 1? Do it.
I was gonna say I give it a 2.
Oh, okay.
I was like, I give it a 2 out of 10.
Only because of how compelling you talked about it, Felix is giving it a 2.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, there was some nice visuals, so I'll give it a 2.
It gets 1 for the visuals, and 2 for being kind of like. It definitely was like a young, like
Pocahontas
fairy tale. Yeah, it was like a Pocahontas adventure story. All recycled communist. If you really watch that movie again, especially,
I rewatched it. Yeah, I rewatched it. No, I see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like why live civilized? Like these people are coming to civilize these people. Like, no, let's just live in the trees and scratch our ass, and
all these Neanderthal white Marines coming in to trap down our luscious land. It's like, all right, I've heard this story several times.
We're talking buildings with air conditioning. Just give it a chance, guys. Let's start with a little city, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah,
but
I didn't need the
let's
whole
just throw sticks at them.
And it's an avatar. I get into this little pod in my shorts. And then, like, I pretend to have sex with, like, this virtual thing, too. So it's like, did they really exist? I didn't even know. Did they exist? Did they not exist? Were they
they transferred. All right, so, we won't get into it because Greg hasn't seen it, and therefore we'll put this on the list.
Stupid. Oh, yeah, I'm giving it away.
Yeah.
What am I, the Chili Peppers? I'm giving it away now.
Giving it away now. All right, so what about, let me see. Okay, so... these aren't Critters. That's a fun little horror flick you probably haven't seen.
I have not seen that. From there, I've seen Dodgeball, I've seen Blade, but like I think only the first one. They have other ones, right? Other Blades.
Yeah, and guess what? I've only seen the first one and like half of part 2, and then I checked out. I was like, yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
But part 1 is actually a really good movie.
Yeah, Blade one's a good one.
Yeah.
The other
What about
two just
Creep
fall
Show?
off.
Have you seen Creep Show?
I have not seen Creepshow. I see that you're in the middle
Halloween,
of
baby.
hot shots there.
Yeah. Although I've seen the Hot Shots part.
Yeah.
The second one, great one.
Which is the best one, right?
Yeah, that was a great one.
Yeah.
What about The Thing? Have you seen The Thing?
I have not seen the thing. No.
Okay,
The Thing is
that's a classic. Lethal
That's
Weapon.
great.
Have you seen any of those?
I have not seen Lethal Weapon. No.
Okay, wow.
I haven't seen Batman, the Muppet movie. No, I haven't seen any of those.
The Muppet movie? You haven't seen that? Colin?
I love the Muppet movie.
Do not sleep on the Muppet movie, my man.
What?
It sounds stupid.
Slept on it.
Yeah. It sounds stupid
appealing to me, like without knowing anything about it.
Damn, I should actually, man. We might do the Muppet movie, man. Now it's actually very well done. All right, so we'll keep going. Heat. Did you see Heat? De Niro, Pacino.
No.
Holy
that
shit!
sounds like my top movie. De Niro, Pacino, Heat.
Yeah, Val Kilmer. It's like a heist movie. It's really good.
Oh, dude, that's like my type of movie.
Oh, really? Okay, because Heat is good.
Heat is good.
That's
It's
one
also
you
2 hours
can't
and
do
50
it.
minutes. Say that again.
No, that sounds like a type of movie I would like to watch.
Okay.
Like,
Okay. Okay. All right. We're getting somewhere here. There's Excalibur. Have you seen that one, Chuck Enberg?
It's a no from me.
Yeah, I remember seeing Excalibur way back in the
1981.
day. Yeah, and
This
it was
movie
cool.
Go on.
It takes a little patience to get through. You know, when I was real young trying to get into it, it took a while. It took a few rewatches for me to actually like enjoy it, watch it all the way through. You know what I mean?
Okay. As
But I
an
like it,
adult,
you know.
yeah, as an
It's King
adult, I
Arthur.
definitely like that.
You know, it's Camelot. It's only a model.
Yeah. It's only a model.
It's a
Yeah,
rather
no, because
it's a rather silly place and all that.
I actually just watched the new King Arthur, the newer one, and it was like they removed all the Christianity out of it. At least this one, there was like Christian, because they're Christian knights. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's all about the Grail. Even then, right? Exactly.
Right.
It's the blood
And,
of Christ.
Yeah, all of that is stripped out of the new one. And it's made by the same guy who did Snatched. Was it Guy Ritchie? So it's all like flash cuts and all that. It was not that great.
Oh,
what about
they're
The Fly? Have
British,
you seen
so
The
they're
Fly?
not American. Okay, so it's been made by a non-American. That's all you had to say.
Yeah, right. Have you seen The Fly, Greg?
No, I have not.
Oh my God, we got so many of these. All right.
No, I haven't seen tons of movies.
All right. So you're into these heist movies.
Yeah,
The
I
conspiracy.
gangster and stuff like that. Conspiracy.
Yo, Greg, have you ever seen Paul Bart Mall Cop?
Paul Blart.
Paul Barton Mall Cop. No, I have not.
Oh, if you like heist movies.
Are you serious? It sounds like a comedy.
Yeah, it is a comedy. It's awesome.
Here we got Blues Brothers, right? We got
the Blues Brothers is the shit.
Full Metal Jacket. Have you seen Full Metal Jacket?
Oh yeah. I've seen.
Okay,
Full
thank
Metal
God.
Jacket.
All right.
Yeah.
What about these? My Cousin Vinny.
Oh, My Cousin Vinny. I've definitely
seen
seen that's one of those movies that I caught like Charlie like on like channel like 11 and stuff, local channel like what was that? Maybe WB or something like that. It was called.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
They used to play My Cousin Vinny for some reason a lot.
Right, because it's
Nice.
wholesome. It's all right.
Yeah.
It's an awesome movie. I think my
Great
grandmother
awesome.
took me to see that in the theater. Right.
I remember. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say when I was a youth.
A Ute? What's a Ute?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. Do you remember back in the day? Like I remember like still wanting to watch these movies that I watched on TV, like on VHS, because they used to cut a lot of scenes for TV.
Yep.
You remember that,
Yep.
right? Like sometimes they cut, like sometimes because of time, because they needed to put it in like 2 hours, and sometimes it was like they would cut like certain like kind of like more violent or raunchy kind of like scenes or something.
Yep.
So it was different. I remember like being familiar with the movie, but like having to watch in the VHS to actually catch the entire feel of it, you know?
And commercial breaks just ruin the vibe
Yeah.
You're getting into the flow of the movie.
They'll do. Yep.
You know, even like I can almost take the editing to a certain degree. Like I can understand the editing for TV. Okay, cool. For younger audiences, I actually kind of appreciate it to a certain degree.
Mhm.
But yeah, all of a sudden shit starts getting intense, and then boom, it just cuts to commercial.
Mhm.
Some stations turned it into an art and knew when to cut. When it
Yeah.
was kind of slowing down. Okay, cool. Go take your piss. You come down, and then you start back up with the slow scene.
Yeah.
That builds back up into the movie. You know?
Yeah.
But
absolutely.
All right, now this one is a new one. Have you seen Whiplash?
Yes, I have. Excellent.
What did you think?
Oh, I thought it was great. I thought it was I really liked it. Well, Charlie's probably not gonna like it.
Would Chuck like it?
Wait, what did Chuck think of it? I really liked it. I thought it was cool. I liked the performance of it. I don't know.
I liked it too. Yeah.
Like I'm into music, but that was pretty specific to drumming and stuff like that. It took me to a place where like I think like I thought like, oh yeah, this type of thing could and does kind of like happen in some circles where like there are some circles where like some of the like world class like tanning or something like that is happening, and it's kind of happening not in the kind of like public eye, and it's not like super popular or something like that. And I thought it was really cool to see like that movie about someone who's kind of like going all in on for his passion. You know, I don't know. And
Yeah.
I even thought the teacher was believable. I've had talks. I'm trying to remember, but like I know I've talked to somebody about this, and it was like the opinion was like, oh, that's not kind of like believable, so harsh. Like the teacher was so harsh and everything. But that's totally I could see that happening. You know.
Yeah, man.
Like, I believe.
Have
that.
you?
Yeah,
Did you take music in school at all?
No, so I didn't take music in school. But like I did take some music classes from like online from Berkeley, and got like this like professional certificate thing for doing like this composition, and like it was like a bunch of classes that gives you like this certificate. So I do study a little bit of music, not too much.
But you didn't have like grammar school. You weren't in school band.
No, I wasn't in school. No, yeah. I wasn't in school band. I didn't study music in school. Yeah, nothing like that.
Dude, band teachers are crazy.
Oh, so they're psycho like that.
Yeah. All right. Now in Whiplash, it's definitely elevated because the music is so good and so tight. The guy is like just that much more wound up and more strict and more crazy. But even on the low-level grammar school where I was, where no one really gave a shit about the school band,
right?
You know, the teacher was super cool, taught me, and I, you know, I was taking trumpet. But dude, on the day of the fucking any concert or recital, whatever, yo, turned into Stalin. You know what I mean? Like basically coming and be like, and then starts throwing instruments if people don't know how to tune their shit right. If someone forgot, you forgot the music, and then you just start throwing it, you know, starts. We need this to go right. Like, dude, it gets insane. It gets insane.
So I want to ask a little bit more about like your experience with that. Just with being in band in general, if you don't mind. Like how many years were you like in the school band or something?
So I picked up my first. It was trumpet at 4th grade. Mm-hmm. Then I moved to Puerto Rico, came back, and then so 6th grade I took trumpet back up, and did trumpet all the way through high school. You know, so I did school band. I did all state or all city, one of those fucking two. Nice. And then I was in. Then I did marching band for Dickinson.
Dickinson, JC. Yeah.
Shout out, right, to Mr. Ulavella. So I'm definitely telling my age, but I'm pretty sure may he rest in peace. If I'm assuming, but I'm pretty sure.
It's been that long. You have to.
yeah. But he was another one. He was a maniac. Although with us, he ran a tight ship. So when I don't know how the band program is now in Dickinson, but we had a dope marching band, you know, and you know, we had like a little good routines. We did like the Puerto Rican Day Parade. We did St. Patty's Parade in New York.
Nice.
Yeah, man. So like he was real straight. Like he didn't fuck around. You know, he knew who to kick people off and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But when I joined marching band, yo, like it sounds geek, man. I get it, and it is, you know, whatever. But that shit's hard, man. When you have to learn how to, you have to learn how to step and how to stay in formation and do all that. Yo, that shit's hard, bro.
I could imagine. That's interesting. Yeah, I never had the chance, to do any of that. But yeah, totally into music, especially like, you know, after high school, I kind of like really picked it up. But yeah, that's something that I find interesting that you did that. Do you still own a trumpet?
No, I stopped playing trumpet like after high school, you know, and then I started when I got into high school, I started gravitating more, even like late grammar school, whatever. I started gravitating towards keyboards and then guitar.
Yeah,
you know.
Do you find that the experience that you had in band like helped you with like keyboard and guitar and stuff like that?
Yeah, 1,000,000%, man. Yeah, absolutely. If you get into the business and you're doing music and you're doing all that, you know, and you're exposed to it in any degree, you're gonna get better at it, you know. And he had us playing some shit. Like he would have us play like some like classics, some jazz. It wasn't like hot cross buns and you know what I mean, basic bare post shit, man. It was real like it was, you know, pretty in-depth stuff. I'm trying to
you guys
remember.
were playing any like Beyonce and stuff like that for like the
Sometimes they do some weird shit like that, but that would be like the drummer would throw that in, or one of the drummers would throw something in, and Mr. Ulavella would allow it, like a fill, you know, like almost like a fill in. And like so it will have like a little nod to something that was going on at the time, like something from the Fugees or whatever the fuck. But yeah, man. Yeah, absolutely. What's that?
Oh, what about Charlie? Did you ever play in like school band or anything?
No, my school didn't really have a program like that.
Yeah,
so I missed out on all that cool stuff.
Yeah. No, my first 2 years in Marist, I went to Marist before I got kicked out. And there was no band there. So I was dry. I was in I was only playing like guitar like an asshole, like no serious lessons.
And
guys
again,
get lessons.
And again, you age yourself, Felix, because that school doesn't even exist. It's been that so long.
Marist doesn't exist anymore?
Is that in Bayonne?
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't exist.
Get out of here. When did that go down?
I want to say, I'm guessing here, but I want to say maybe 7 years ago.
70? Wow, man. Good riddance of Jesuits, man. Those guys, like, all right, so it's a Catholic school, and when I'm taking religion class, they're literally teaching you everything else. Like, you know, like if it's a Catholic school, it should be Catholic. Like, all right, this is going to get a little deep. I won't go too hard. But, like,
that's what she said.
Yeah, right. If it's a Catholic school, you're pro-life. You should be. You need to be. You should be teaching pro-life shit.
Yeah.
You know. But they didn't do that. And then like same thing. Like they even got to the point where it was like maybe the Bible was real. Maybe it was spirit. Maybe you just believe.
It's really progressive, then. Really progressive.
Real progressive. I'm not a fan. I was a fan back then. What's that?
Another thing is like that you didn't mention is that if it's from Bayonne, you leave it alone too. So
if it's from Bayonne, you leave it alone, man. I'm almost positive Bayonne got bad. Yeah. I remember one of the first times I got stoned in Bayonne with my friends was like after school in Marist, and I was like I was definitely a freshman. I looked like it's embarrassing, but I didn't even almost get jumped, but I was afraid that I was gonna get jumped by like these two dudes that came into a pizza spot. They like asked me for $1, and I actually have $1 here, so it was like this was me giving it to them. Yeah, okay, you know. And then they left, And then I was like, they're gonna jump me, and I had to try to talk my friends to walk me all the way to Kennedy Boulevard and shit. They're gonna jump me, man. I can't. You know, all that shit.
You had to take your school lunch money.
Yeah, they took my $1, man. I could have got an extra slice with that at the time. Assholes.
Yeah.
You know. But yeah,
But you were stoned, right? You said it was the first time you got high.
Yeah, so no, it wasn't the first time, but it was. I was like, I was younger. I was like, 12, 13, 14 years old.
But you were high.
Be doing, but I was smoke a blunt, you know.
These two dudes tried to rob me, man.
I just wanted to clarify that point.
Yeah. Oh yeah, totally. It was definitely embarrassing. So yeah, if it's from pay home, leave it alone. But damn, man, 7 years. All right. So we're gonna close out with a banger here. All right. So I've been.
I've seen Glory. I think I saw Glory in high school, to be honest.
Yes, Glory.
Yes, that was one of those that you showed in high school.
Yeah, but definitely became taught in schools. Yeah.
What about The Shining?
Great movie. Shining's awesome.
Did you watch The Shining?
No. I didn't watch The Shining.
Okay, no, fair enough. All right, Tombstone. All right, there's plenty we can work with here. So I wanted to show you that, guys, this right here.
Is that Freddy Krueger? Looking at Freddy Krueger right now.
So I'm just kind of clicking at a random thing here. Now I think there's actually a newer story here, but new Elm Street sequel releasing this year. Robert Englund replaced. It's definitely not releasing this year.
Wow.
It's definitely not releasing this year.
If it's not Robert Englund playing Freddy Krueger, I'm not watching it. You know, I mean, sure, if you wanted to throw it on for this is fun, I'd watch it.
So far,
but no way am I paying to see somebody else play Freddy Krueger, especially when Robert Englund is still alive. He's an actor. He's still doing well, thank God. Like, that's not Freddy. It's not Freddy.
Well, I think we just entered the movie news segment. Is that what we're entering right now?
Oh yeah, the movie news. Yeah, I know, right? No segue. So so far, I will tell you this: that so far I heard the exact opposite. I heard that Robert Englund is going to be involved to some degree. You know, Robert Englund said that he's too old to play the part and do the makeup and do all the action stuff that Freddy actually does. You know, he doesn't so he's too old, but he could probably lend his voice.
Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah.
In some weird way,
bitch. Welcome to prime time, bitch.
That's right. Now,
hey, bitch.
Hey, bitch.
Yeah, right. Oh, are you doing Rick and Morty? It was that shit was great. So
that was funny.
Yeah, man. No, so I heard the exact opposite. I heard that, but I also heard that that New Line Cinema just retained the rights because I think it was looking like it was going to go to Blumhouse, and Blumhouse was going to make this movie. But it looks like it's going to be New Line Cinema, which Greg knows for sure. I'm sure that it is the first that New Line Cinema is like one of Nightmare on Elm Street was one of New Line Cinema's first movies. Kind of put them on the map. They actually called New Line Cinema the house that Freddy built.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
I just learned that from some other fucking YouTube video, and I can't remember who it is, and I'm so sorry. Cool. I can't remember who you are. I would credit you.
That's cool.
But yes, I heard it was the house that Freddy built. And actually, I've heard that a couple of times, but it's going to stay with New Line Cinema. So I think that's good news. Anything's going to be better than that piece of shit remake we got. Did you watch the remake that came out in 2010, Chuck? Greg, both of y'all?
No. I don't even remember if I did.
Oh my! What about you? Do you know?
Felix, sorry. Let me just jump in because Felix, we watched one together back in the day. Which one was that?
Friday the 13th remake.
No. This was a Freddy remake movie, and we were both like, "This sucks."
It sucks. Okay, yeah, there was probably that. I don't even know if we got all the way through. I will give this movie credit for having, I think, a really good opening death.
Okay,
I
so
thought it
what
was
Freddy
really good.
Krueger is that? What's the name of that movie?
A Nightmare on Elm Street. They had the balls to name it the same. That's what it's called, A Nightmare on Elm Street. And then people
that
call
was like
it
2015 or some shit.
Some shit like that. Let me see if I can pull this up here.
All right, Greg, have you seen this one?
I
Which
actually
one?
own this movie too.
Which one?
A Nightmare on Elm Street, the remake.
Yeah, no.
Have you seen any of the Freddys? Did you see the first Freddy Krueger
No.
Nightmare on Elm Street?
No, I'm familiar with Freddy Krueger because it's so popular in culture and everything. I haven't seen any Freddy Kruegers now.
Wow. So you know what? A Nightmare on Elm Street, the original, might have to be on the list.
You
Even
haven't
though I know
seen
you
A
don't really like.
Nightmare on
Well,
Elm Street?
Greg, if you don't, Felix,
No,
if you remember, Greg saying like his horror is not his first go-to genre. On top of
Yeah, but
everything else.
it's not that like I hate it or anything like that. But you know,
Yeah.
No, fair
I
enough.
haven't seen it.
This kind of breaks my heart. All right, so this is the remake
Could be on the list.
trailer.
For the 80s horror movies, like it's up there, you know.
I think we should have like a little kind of like pre-Halloween kind of like.
Oh yeah, I'm already. Yeah.
Let me cool down for that.
This is the remake trailer.
Wait, did you guys think the remake was any good?
I didn't think the remake was good. This one here, this trailer, I'll let you watch it, but I didn't like it.
This was a piece of shit, bro. So bad. But yeah, no, I was like just making sure that this was the one we watched.
Yeah, so was that the one you were talking about? Oh, Michael
Yeah,
Bay
well,
did that?
Michael Bay did this.
The Transformers guy, right?
Yeah. And again, this is a cool little trailer.
Oh, no wonder why this movie sucked. You know, this whole time I didn't realize this is Michael Bay. Michael Bay's not a good director.
No, he's got other strengths, but yeah. Yeah, this was really, really bad.
You know, they have like the creepy movie, creepy sound in the background.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of the creepiest, one of the creepiest like kind of background like music or something like that. To me, it's not even a scary movie. What's that movie with Tom Cruise that he's like goes into like the secret like society that's
Eyes Wide Shut.
Eyes Wide Shut with Stanley Kubrick. Dude, the music for that, like the hair stands up. Like, you know what I'm talking about? Like, it's like that vocal thing. That the music like makes my hair stand up. It's like it's scary. It's not even a scary movie, but it's freaky. It's like it freaks me out. That's what it is.
You know, that one is a rewatchable movie, Eyes Wide Shut. That is one that every time I watch it, I get something new. And you know, we were talking about the Blair Witch Project right back like a week or two ago.
Yeah,
Blair Witch. The same day, Eyes Wide Shut came out.
I did not.
I chose to see Blair Witch. Yeah, right. And I remember someone came out and was like, "Who came out from Eyes Wide Shut?" I came out from Blair Witch. And I was like, "Well, what did you think?" You know, it didn't look appealing to me. It just looked like a film where Tom Cruise and we're gonna get to see Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman's ass. I'm like, all right, hard pass.
It's almost like a rom-com. Like if you take it for face value, like
that's how the trailer looks. Yeah,
yeah.
That's how the trailer looks. I had no idea what it was, but the dude was like, "Dude, the movie just blew my mind." And I'm like, okay.
And they totally sold it as like Hollywood's power couple, Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman, naked in this movie. You know what I mean? They definitely played that angle too. Like, come see these two megastars who are married doing a film together, directed by Stanley Kubrick, and like they really threw everything at you.
Yeah. All this ego in one frame. Come this summer, you know. And
right. So none of even the hype did not prepare you for what the movie actually was, you know. And I'm not even decoding anything, you know. I'll just standalone as it is before even dissecting it, you know.
That movie is incredible. I do really like it, and like Felix said, it's good to like rewatch, like you'll catch new things and etc. And oh my god, that's like if you go like down the rabbit hole of like Reddit or like googling stuff about the movie, you'll get into some conspiracy theories and everything that will make you see a lot of, and then you rewatch the movie, it'll make you see a lot of things differently, or at least it did to me and everything. So
same here.
Now, there was a what was it, the Shining, right? There was like the scene, and you haven't seen The Shining.
No.
We'll put a pin in that, but there was like a scene in there that kind of ties in to what we were saying. Maybe we shouldn't put a pin in it because we were talking about the fake lunar landings or the real lunar landings.
Before I jumped in.
Before you came in. So the theory is that Stanley Kubrick was hired as a consultant to make these fake videos.
Right, I heard about this.
Okay. So now this is a scene from The Shining. Let's see if I can find this. All right, this isn't too much of a spoiler or anything, so this won't ruin the enjoyment of the movie. Okay. Let me see if that comes out.
The emergency out. Cheers, Charlie.
Cheers. Salud. Long distance toast.
To all my friends.
Tasty.
Sorry, I'm all quiet here.
Oh no, the conspiracy theories about Ice White Shut are crazy. like people are like, oh, it was about Harvey Weinstein. You heard about that?
Oh, it was what? No. It was about Harvey Weinstein.
Well, no, you know how there's like tons of like different conspiracy theories. Like, you know, I just went through the rabbit hole once, and it was like, oh, this is like,
Yeah, I'm guilty. I did the same thing. And like you said, Greg, without even going into everything, but all those rabbit holes, after they point all that shit out, and you just connect the dots with some of the stuff that like you just see going around you in headlines and stuff, and then you just be like, watch the movie again, be like, oh yeah, I can't not unsee it. I can't unsee it in a theory, a conspiracy. I can't unsee it in the news around me. It's just like, oh well, I don't know. They say that this guy then mysteriously had a heart attack. Like, do you guys go that deep with it too? You know what I mean? And then there's a theory that the movie was edited majorly.
Yeah, that it wasn't what Kubrick wanted to come out with or something.
Yeah, they got the fucking movie and then they put it out. There's like a whole bunch of missing scenes. I mean, if that's true, I would love to. We wouldn't love to see that edit. You know what I mean? Or
right after Kubrick dies.
And think about how many other movies that they do. Like, you know, all his other movies have behind the scenes. Like, you could go watch the making of The Shining. You can go watch the making of, you know, Full Metal Jacket. Or, you know, it's like there's no the making of fucking Eyes Wide Shut. You know what I mean? Set and cast interviews. You know, people doing the behind the scenes shit. Like, I don't see any of that.
Yeah, right.
Why not though?
Why not? Nicole Kidman, I think, had her father had like those trafficking ties.
Is that truth or is that conspiracy? Is that a conspiracy theory or is that something?
I heard it somewhere, so I think it's 100% true.
Allegedly,
big allegedly. I don't know. I saw
it online. It must be true.
Yeah, right.
Right.
So,
well, Greg, have you heard that part? Because Greg brought up this movie. Greg, have you heard that part of the real life, let's just say, rumor, allegation, whatever, about Nicole Kidman's father being an alleged schmedel and attached to like heavy bankers and kid schmedel?
Yeah, have you gotten into that on the Reddit?
But What was like one thing that was particularly troubling to me with like some theories about how, like that child, all that stuff, was like that scene with the guy that owned the custom shop, and he had a daughter, and the daughter was minor and all that. Yeah,
Right.
that's yeah, and the whole story and plot line kind of thing, whatever.
Yeah, I think
that's
everybody,
implied.
especially like men watching that scene for the first time, got that. Like, oh, so this guy is now pimping out his fucking daughter. Like, wow, how nice, how nice. That wasn't even like one of those things like, oh, it's left up for interpretation. Like anybody, who would try to deny what that's saying is ridiculous. Although I've never heard anybody denying it, obviously. But on first watch, like that's meant to hit you, a person, especially males, be like, oh yeah, this guy just tricked out his daughter, for the cash.
Yeah.
And she's all in. It's a weird thing too.
She's into it. Yeah.
She's into it.
Really
You know what
bizarre.
I mean?
What did she whisper to Tom Cruise? Right?
Ooh, yes.
And like the theory is like, or it wasn't even before she left. It was like before he chose the costume.
Right.
So some theories is like, oh, she told her what costume to choose. So now that she knows the costume, she knows who he is. So the girl was at the party too. It's like the minor or the party with like tons of powerful adults that were like, serious or whatever. And she's a minor.
Possible.
So that's like a theory too, which is kind of it has some scenes.
It won't be off the wall. Yeah, there's scenes to back it up. Stanley Kubrick doesn't spell this out. He likes to leave this up to interpretation for exactly this reason. I heard the one rumor was that his doctor friend, his big time doctor friend, was actually the head. He's actually the main dude.
He was super callous. Yeah, he was the main dude. Yeah. He was the guy, the guy with the head,
swinging the urn, right? Yeah, doing all that.
That makes total sense too.
And then that theory is like when he goes.
Sorry.
No, sorry, I was saying the same thing. Sorry.
No, go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, because at the doctor, I saw this one video because Greg, I had shared this. You and me got into this one day, so you and I were sharing videos back and forth.
Okay, yeah.
And there's that one video where the guy breaks down the Grand Wizard as being the doctor friend because he's like tapping on the pool table. I don't know, Felix, I don't know if you ever saw that, but that's pretty much the one highlight that was like, oh, that was very convincing.
This was online, right? On YouTube or something.
Yeah.
I remember that. You put me up in there.
These are great. Now, this is from The Shining, right? Now, you guys can see the screen, right? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Now, apparently, this is supposed to be like a launch pad. This is what the launch pad looks like for in NASA, right? And look at this, guys. Why is he wearing this shirt?
Apollo used it. Yeah. Like another reference.
Yeah. And again, this is the same director, Kubrick, is rumored to be behind this, about the fake moon landing and stuff. So, like, the rumor is, or at least the conspiracy theory is that he hid this message in his movie. Of course, they don't show the whole scene, which is fine.
Yeah, well, that's it. There's nothing else to that scene, to that theory. The movie's great, of course. I like it a lot too. So, but that's the only thing is that kid's wearing the sweater. And if you look at a launch pad aerial view from above, that's what it looks
like. That carpet.
The carpet design, it looks, like how that would look from above.
Right.
So it's that, but that's it. But what else is there too? Do you believe, Felix, when the guy's like, "Oh, room 237," because 237, it's actually 200,000 whatever miles from the
237 miles.
Yeah,
237,000 miles.
So they named the room 237 because that's the distance from the Earth to the Moon, man.
But those things. It's not just that. It's that with everything else. So maybe, right? So like even like room number, all you see is room N, and like you can rearrange it to say moon. I mean, stuff like that is like, okay, yeah, that sounds dumb. But when you piece it together with everything else, it could be just like a little message, like he's hiding in there. like, you know what I mean? Almost like a wink at the camera. Like, yeah, I did fake that shit.
Yeah, maybe.
And this is the most I'm gonna say about it right here in this scene.
Yeah.
So we're gonna what were we gonna say, Greg? On my bad.
Or if like he could be playing into the rumor too. So if there were like rumors, conspiracy theories, he could just be like doing something to kind of like entice that, even though it's not true.
I don't think those rumors were that prevalent though at the time of The Shining. That kind of started coming in like the late 90s, 2000s is when I started hearing that.
Gotcha.
What about you, Chuck?
I was late to the game with all that stuff, but yeah, I would say like mid 2000s. I felt like I didn't hear the Kubrick's moon theory that he helped NASA film and fake the landing until after Kubrick died. So I don't know if that rumor was around before he died and then he never confirmed or anything like that, but I didn't even hear of it until his passing. In fact, I was late to the game in Kubrick. I really didn't even get really pointed out who these were just movies that I liked because there was a time where I was like just watching movies, not really caring, but I always liked the ones I liked. Then it came a point where I was like, oh, well, these movies that I love so much, like I know the actors. I'm like, who wrote this? Who directed this? It's like you start seeing faces and other things. And then that's when that world opened up to me. But even then, I don't. Well, shit. I think Kubrick was already dead by then. What year did Eyes Wide Shut come out?
99. And
wow, that was 1999. That makes sense. I would say like I didn't follow movies the way I follow music, like the fucking Beatles. Like I could talk some shit on, or even Public Enemy. Like I know those records and I know who was behind them. That kind of shit, So I got into movies like that probably like 2003, 2004. So I was really late to all that shit. So anyway, I don't know. Did Stanley Kubrick fake the moon landing? I don't know.
I say yes. No, right.
Was
yes,
that rumor
definitely
around when he was alive? Can you fill that gap in for me?
I think is as far as I go. Should I
acknowledge? Was it?
Actually,
of Stanley, because there's footage of a fake film. Have you guys seen the fake Kubrick confession, where a lookalike is on camera? Oh, look up the fake Kubrick confession. Let's touch. I don't know if you want to start a movie or whatever. We could cut this off, but I just want to know if he ever had a chance to deny in real life, and if he the Paul is dead for all you Beatle heads, right? The Paul is dead rumor. Paul has come out. He's been on the Late Show with Carson and be like, I'm not dead. It's like,
so yeah, it's gotta be true.
Ever anywhere did that ever get back to him? Did he say no? I did not fake the fucking moon landing.
All right, so let's see. So you said, did Stanley Kubrick confess his involvement in fake moon landing? Oh, these fucking things. One of the scariest movies of all time. I disagree. I don't think it's that scary, but it's still a really good movie, but it didn't scare me.
With The Shining, when you're fucking 8 years old, 9 years old, is scary as fuck. Yeah.
You think so? Okay. All right.
Yeah. Did you see this? When did you see The Shining late in life?
Like 2 weeks ago. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I saw it. I saw it as a teenager. I also remember seeing scenes like, all right, the scene of Jack Nicholson going into the room and then the old lady. I saw that scene. Like, I remember, like, I wasn't supposed to see it. Like, I got chased out of the room, but I walked in and I saw what was going on with the old lady coming out of the tub and all that shit. So that screwed me up a little bit. That was a little scary, but
a little. Come on, that was fucking nightmarishly scary.
It wasn't like the Thriller video.
Yeah, true. That I was scared of that. I cried during that first time I saw that shit.
Let's just continue. Okay, fuck you. It's this paywall. All right, we won't go too deep into. I actually think there may have been rumors floating around before then, but when he was making The Shining, maybe there was some whispers of it, but I don't know why he would go through the trouble to insert that in the scene that early on.
Okay, yeah,
that would make more sense in Eyes Wide Shut. You know what I mean? Because then by then that conspiracy theory would have had some time to marinate, and it'd probably be a lot bigger deal, you know?
Okay, so without thinking about it, real quick, just yes or no, did the government kill Stanley Kubrick? Greg?
If it wasn't the government, it was Hollywood.
Like you're talking about like conspiracy theories now.
Don't even think about it. All that you know about Eyes Wide Shut and the possible theory of the moon landing, did the government kill Stanley Kubrick?
Or Hollywood. Or Hollywood.
Yeah, so, you know,
Greg got mad uncomfortable.
No, you don't even have to. I'm just playing.
I mean, I saw it on the internet, so I'm going to say yes. I'm going to believe it because I saw it.
That's my take. I'll back you up on that. I'll go live saying the internet taught me that yes. The answer is yes.
You know what I'm going to say? All right. Yeah. Well, we're going to end it here and jump into Hate Watch. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in. We went for almost 2 hours. I think after everything is said and done, we've really, we had fun. Anything anybody want to plug? If not, just say goodbye.
Charlie?